What is up, guys? It is Double T here. This is brand new Subway 8 Philly Edition Part 2. I actually finished like the main Subway part a lot quicker than I expected. Wait a second. Wait a second. Something's missing. Ew. Oh. That's right. Yeah. I forgot a trolley line. I forgot to extend a trolley line to the city. Let's just do that real quick. Yeah, the trolleys were really hard to do. You want me to show you them later? Because they are like really hard to do. Boom, boom, and then boom. Alright, so last time we only had the Broad Street line and the Market Frankford line, but now we actually have the rest of the lines. The trolleys are here now, and we also have some new lines, like new subway lines. Oh yeah, and we have Patco as well. Actually, let's show you Patco first. So yeah, we now have Patco on the map. It runs from 1516 in Locust to Lindenwold as it does in real life, with a couple extra stations because the distance between the stations is really long, and it's gonna look weird in brand new Subway since it's not really a subway line. It's kind of like a commuter, kind of, not really. The next line is the next new line, I should say, is the West Side line. So this West Side line runs from Patterson, and then it will run on 20th Street. I decided that it will run on 20th Street, and then it will connect with the Market Frankford line and the trolleys, the city trolleys at Market, 20th and Market. And then after Fairmount, it will shift to stop at Girard, or Ridge Station, actually is what it's called. And it will connect with the T5, the tram line 5, and the Circle line, which is another new line. We'll get to that one later. And then the West Side line branches at Cecil B. Moore. The first branch runs to Roxborough and terminates at Bell's Mill, connecting with the tram line 8. The second branch is a little bit more complex. It runs north on 22nd Street. Yeah, 22nd Street. Then it doesn't run on any street. It stops at Wayne to connect with Regional Rail. And then finally it's running on street again. And then it will turn to the west, and then it will turn north to Cedarbrook Plaza. And alright, so let's show you the Norristown high speed line now. This was not in part 1, so yeah, this is the Norristown high-speed line. It starts at 69th Street Transportation Center and goes, of course, to Norristown Transportation Center as it does in real life, connecting with the T8. Now the Circle Line is a new line. Philly does not have a circumferential line, so I decided to make this line. It runs from Front Street, or this would be called Front actually. It runs from Front to Castor, and it runs on Oregon Avenue, and then it connects with Market Frankford, Broad Street, and the West Side Line. That stops at Passyunk Avenue, and then it will connect with the trolleys. It will connect with all of them, actually. The one to this one, the one to the T0 is not a direct transfer. Or actually, wait a minute. Is it a transfer? Yeah. Is that? Okay. Yes, it is a transfer. It does show that it is a transfer. See, it runs on, what is this street called? 58th Street. And then it will run on 60th Street. Connect with the Market Frankford line. Again. And then it will run on Girard Avenue. Stopping. And then it's basically, this is basically like the city portion, the Market Frankford grid line, where it's basically a local express system where the trolleys are local and the subway is express. All trains and trolleys stop at Lancaster 48th. They all actually, no, they're not supposed to stop at 34th. Circle Line trains do not stop there. Circle Line trains do not stop there either. Oh, that's why I made them stop there. Okay, we just gotta make it stop at 29th. So Circle Line trains do stop at 29th. They stop at Ridge. Then they will connect with the West Side, Broad, and Market Frankford lines for a second time. And actually connects with Market Frankford for a third time. So this has 3 connections to the Market Frankford. There's the main line, basically the main line. And then we have the Whitman Plaza branch. And then we also have the other main line that kind of doesn't really have street running until we get it to Girard. And then the Circle Line then turns off of Girard and now runs on Aramingo Avenue to serve this transit desert. And like I said in the New York part, we do not want transit deserts. Even though it's going to be kind of hard to do it in Philly's case, since in Philly there is a lot of transit desert, especially subway-wise. Philly, there are a lot of transit deserts, and that's why Philly has its regional rail. Regional rail is where the real value is, because it literally serves every single inch of Philly, even though there should definitely be extensions. Regional rail, and if we're going to come up with any new proposal extension, it should be regional rail out first, then subways. All right, now that's it for the subways. Let's go into the trolley lines now. Yeah, this is going to be a shorter video. So I don't think we'll just consider this as the trolley main line. So this is the trolley main line, and this is basically the part where the trolley lines run local and the Market Frankford line runs express. So basically, all trolleys will start at Front Street. Yes, they have been extended from 13th Street. And instead of it being a loop, it'll kind of be like a passing loop, basically. A double track passing loop. And trolleys will be extended to Front Street. And then at 34th Street, we'll do the T1 first. The T1 branches from the other trolleys, and the T1 runs on Lancaster Avenue. It connects with the T5 and the Circle line, and then it turns onto Lansdowne Avenue, and then turns on 63rd Street and terminates at Malvern, just like it does in real life. The Tramline 2, that was Tramline 1. Tramline 2 is the Baltimore Avenue, and it terminates at 61st Street in Baltimore. So basically, trolleys that go south, all of them, they all meet up at 40th Street, but then the T2 split and then sort of just branch off. So the T2 just splits, is the first one to split, running on Baltimore Avenue and connecting with the Circle line. The T3 is the Eastwick line, and it has actually been extended to Penrose. But no, it does not go to the airport. In fact, transit to the airport is only done by Regional Rail, which is kind of sad, but there's not much you can do. I mean, we could extend the T3 to the airport, but then again, it's a trolley, so it can only handle so much ridership. And yes, the T3 does go into the city, but Regional Rail has way much more capacity than trolleys. The T4 is the Derby Transportation Center line. And this is the line that goes to Derby, one of the lines that go to Derby Transportation Center. Now we're going to skip the T5 and go on to the T0. The T0, which is like a new designation, also goes to Derby Transportation Center, but it is a different alignment. This is the Chester Avenue alignment to Derby Transit Center. So that is it for the trolleys that run on the trolley main line. Now let's go to the T5. The T5 is basically the 15. So this is the Girard Avenue tram or trolley. And it ends at 63rd and Girard and runs local to Frankford Avenue. So the T6 and T7 are basically the 101 and 102. The T6 is 102 and the T7 is 101. They are exactly the same and have nearly the exact same stations. Yeah, honestly, like, trolley stations are spaced so close. Like, sometimes they can be spaced even closer than bus stations, which is kind of bizarre. So let's do the T8. The T8 is basically the Norristown Bells Mill connector. So this is the trolley. This trolley line actually has better stop spacing than the others. The stops are much farther spaced, and this is just to connect the west side line to the Norristown line, because the only way to get to the Norristown line from the west side line is to take the west, for at least from here, if the T8 wasn't here, is to take the west side line into downtown and then take Market Frankford line and then get on Norristown ISP train. And that's literally just to go from here to here. So this basically mirrors, this is basically like Brooklyn to Queens, where it's basically like to get to Brooklyn to Queens, you have to go into Manhattan or take the G train. Well, the thing is, there is no G train. Philly does not have a G train, so the T8 solves that problem. And now, I think this is the longest trolley line. I don't know if it's longer than the T7. It might not be, or maybe it is the T9. The T9 is basically just like the T8. It is basically separated from the rest of the trolley system. And yeah, the T6 and T7 are too. The T9 is basically on its own, but it's technically a relief line for the Roosevelt Boulevard subway. And yeah, but instead of going to Neshaminy, it goes to Lower Southampton Township, and its terminus is at Lower Southampton. And yeah, the stop spacing is similar to like the T7 and T6. So yeah, that's that. And I think that is going to be it. So yeah, this wraps up this video. I think I am missing. Oh, that's right, the river line. The river line. I don't know if we're gonna do the river line. We might not do it. I don't know if I should. We're gonna end the video off here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.